Hi friends, welcome to Load of Crock. In today's episode, I've decided to do a recipe that would be aligned to the upcoming holiday, and that's Thanksgiving. It's creeping up on us, which is hard to believe. And you may be thinking, oh great, she's gonna show us a turkey recipe, but I am not. I am not going to show you a turkey recipe. I actually decided that although I think a lot of people do love turkey, I do. We deep fry ours every year and it's amazing. But sometimes people go to a lot of different Thanksgiving gatherings and it would be nice to maybe have a break at one of them from the traditional turkey. So I've decided that I'm going to share a Thanksgiving meat alternative for anybody who may be looking for a little bit of a break from Tommy the turkey. So get your Thanksgiving pants on, or whatever pants you like to wear when you're ready to eat a big feast, because we're making a 4-ingredient cranberry pork loin. Okay, friends, 4-ingredient cranberry pork loin, perhaps an alternative to one of maybe many Thanksgivings that you're attending. So stick with me here. 2 reasons I really enjoyed this recipe. 1, it was really easy. 4 ingredients, a pork loin, a can of whole berry cranberry sauce, one of my favorite ingredients of all time, butter. And the 4th and final is a packet of dry onion soup mix, and that was it. So I'm really pumped because it was super easy and minimal ingredients. The second reason is that I tried a few different things with this pork recipe that worked really well. And I mean, if you watch this channel, I really like to cook with pork. I mean, I thought I knew pork. And then I did this recipe and tried a couple of things that made it even juicier than I've had before with pork loins and brought out some of those flavors that I really wanted to get out of this recipe. So I'm excited to share that with all of you. So if you haven't already, please get into your Thanksgiving pants or whatever pants are most comfortable for eating a large feast and sit back while I put together this cranberry pork loin. In a bowl, combine your can of whole berry cranberry sauce with your packet of dry onion soup mix. Mix these two together until the dry onion soup mix is well blended with the cranberry sauce. Set this bowl aside, grab your crock pot, spray the sides and the bottom, and then get the pork loin and place it in the bottom of the crock pot. Pour over the pork loin 1/4 cup of melted butter, and then grab the bowl of cranberry and dry onion soup mix, pour it over the pork loin, covering it as best you can. Now, put that baby on low for 4 hours. I did it, and it was the perfect amount of time. I want to move on to the portion that I'm going to call Load of Crocks, things I learned along the way, as promised. First of all, the pork loin, before I put it in the crock pot, I put olive oil on it and rubbed it in a little bit, and I really do think it helped keep it juicy. So that's the first. Another thing that I learned along the way with the cranberry sauce that you put in with the pork loin, as you saw, I did 1 can of that with the dry onion soup. When it was done, it was really good. The food was fantastic, but when I ate it, I felt like it was an onion flavor with a little bit of cranberry, and I wish it would have been cranberry with a little bit of onion. So having said that, if you are looking for more of that cranberry flavor, I would highly recommend 2 cans of the whole berry cranberry sauce versus just the 1. And then the third thing that I learned after the pork loin was done, I took it out and cut it up. Once it was cut up, then I took some of the juices out of the crock pot and spooned it over the cut up pork loin before I served it. And I really think that helped to bring out some of the flavors that I wasn't necessarily anticipating. So again, a few things that I learned along the way when making this. Another thing I wanted to share, nothing to do with flavor or juices or anything like that. This is a really great recipe that you can double really easily. You could do 2 pork loins in a crock pot and then just double the 3 ingredients that go with it. So wanted to share that because if you are making this for a Thanksgiving meal or for a group of people, again, a really easy recipe that you can double if it's a larger group. Speaking of larger groups, all of you that are subscribed and watching this Load of Crock channel. I will keep it short and sweet, but truly, I'm so grateful for all of you that are subscribed and watching and are continuing to have interest. So honestly, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Last, I want to say, you may know this about me. I really like music and I really love singing. People don't necessarily love to hear me sing, but I like singing. And one of the things that when I was thinking about when I was making this was Adam Sandler's Thanksgiving song. And I kept singing one part of the Thanksgiving song, the part that goes, "Turkey for me and a turkey for you. Let's eat turkey in a big brown shoe." And I was thinking, I want to come up with like a catchy pork one so that I have something to sing when I'm making this pork recipe. Or if you decide to make it, you could have a little pork theme song as well. And here's what I came up with. It's just slightly modified. "A pork for you and a pork for me. Let's make pork with cranberry." I mean, it's kind of catchy, right? Happy Thanksgiving from Load of Crock. Check out this cranberry pork loin.